Hey out there, and welcome to day 20 of our 30 days of yoga. I'm Kate, and I'm glad you've come back. Today's practice is going to be a back bending, quad stretching wheel practice. We talked about it a few classes ago, so the day is today. We're gonna work on our wheel. So a couple of blocks if you want them, a blanket if you want it. I don't have one with me, but if you want one, you can grab one of those, and a strap that you may or may not need, but it's just good to have. Find a quiet spot, roll out your mat, and let's get wheeling. Okay, so we're gonna start seated, but I'm gonna have you grab a block. You may want both blocks. You may want your blanket. I mean, this is gonna be big. So you're gonna take your block and set it down, and we're gonna sit on our shins. And you can slide that block right between your, like the soles of your feet or the arches of your feet, right between your ankles. If you know that a seated hero's pose works for you and you don't wanna have the block here, that's okay. You do what works for you. If this block doesn't feel like enough, you can always grab the next one and set it there. And we're just gonna start here. So you can close your eyes. Bring your palms to rest the tops of your thighs. Feel your shoulders relax. And take a few moments just to gather yourself. To welcome your body to this mat, this practice. And use your attention to your breath, that deepening of your breath, to get your mind here too. A couple more breaths. Feeling the length of your spine stretch up. And take a breath in here. When you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. And give your head a little shake side to side. And roll your right ear up over your right shoulder. And drop it down, chin to chest. And bring it up to the other side. And drop it down, chin to chest. And then back up through center. Relax your shoulders away from your ears as you open your eyes. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, let them come back and down. Again, inhale, out and up. Exhale, down. Last one, inhale, out and up. When you exhale, you're gonna bend your left elbow. Drop your hand to the upper back here, and you're gonna take this, your middle finger, and bring it into that little dip in your elbow. I'm clearly an adolescent. And you're gonna take that dip in your elbow and point it straight forward, and then press gently back. You got it. Low ribs draw in as much as you can. Feel your sitting bones lengthen down. Nice, and then release that. Inhale, come out and up. Same thing. This time you're gonna bend your right elbow. Middle finger on the other hand's gonna find that little elbow divot. You're gonna point that elbow divot straight forward and then press it back. And my low ribs pop out like immediately. So just be aware. You can tuck those low ribs back in if you're a popper. One more breath, soften the tops of your shoulders. When you exhale, we're gonna let that go. Roll out your shoulders. And then take them in the other direction. Okay? All right, come on into table. And once you get into table, you're just gonna work a little bit side to side. Press one leg back, and then the other. Just, stretch out through the back of your leg there. Yes. Okay. We're good. So now from here, find your table. You're gonna press into the floor, feel your low belly draw in. Sweep your right leg straight back. Shift your weight to your right hand and find some length here. So you're gonna take the left arm, stretch it forward. Now we've got this bird dog action here. Beautiful, inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Pull it in and round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it in. One more, reach it out. And pull it in. And then reach it out. You're gonna bend your right knee, take this left hand around and try to grab for the top of your foot. If it doesn't grab, it's okay. Press your foot into your hand, stretch your chest forward. Back through bird dog without snapping like a rubber band. Bring it back through center. And then the left hand's gonna come down to the floor. Right leg stays straight, drop the ball of your foot. And we're gonna kick this left leg up and back. Find a down dog split. And then bend your knee. You're just gonna roll some circles in that left hip. Out and around. Yes. Then the other direction. Okay, and then sweep it up and back. Bend your knee, stack your hip, open up. Oh. Squared up. Inhale, down dog split. When you exhale this left foot, it's gonna step up, oh, between those thumbs. It's gonna skim its way up and then drop your right knee. Press into this left foot, inhale, sweep your arms, bring them out and up. Oh. Low belly's gonna drag up. As you sink those hips, inhale. Exhale, take your right hand to the floor and you're gonna take your left hand to your left thigh. Find a little twist here. Okay, and then bend your right knee and you're gonna reach your left hand back for the inside of your foot. You can always have a block underneath this right hand. And now you're gonna spin your chest so it comes parallel with the front of the mat. So instead of curling into this twist, instead of leaning back, you're gonna take your chest straight forward. Press into your left foot. Lift your chest and breathe here. Nice full breath in, you've got this. When you exhale, release. Downward facing dog, take it back. And pedal it out. All right, you're gonna come forward into plank. Lower your knees, and then come onto your forearms, interlace your fingers. You're gonna press into those forearms, lift your knees again, and walk your feet in. Find a little dolphin pose here. You can press into the forearms, press into the knuckles, right? And you're gonna drag those shoulder blades into your back. Arm bones plug in. Shake out your head, your neck. Oh. You got it, walk it back through your forearm plank. Inhale, shoulder blades on your back. Exhale, lower your knees to the floor. Slide your hands back underneath you. And we land back in our table. Left leg's gonna go back behind you, tuck your toes, and kick through that heel. Belly button pulls back into your spine. Float your left leg up. Shift your weight to that left hand, reach your right arm forward. Find your bird dog and just catch your balance here. It may feel wibbly, it's okay. Inhale, elbow to knee as you exhale, squeeze it in and round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Again, inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. One more, reach it out. And pull it in. Back through your bird dog. And now bend your left knee, press your left heel up toward the sky. Maybe it lands here. Take that right hand back, catch that foot or your ankle, right? Kick back, lift through your chest, stretch it forward. You got it, don't snap, nice and controlled. Find your bird dog. And then a right hand to the mat, left foot's gonna come down. Keep your left leg straight, sweep your right arm up and back. Inhale. When you exhale, bend your knees, stack your hip, open it up. You're gonna come back through center, keep that right knee bent and do some circles in your hip. Oh, yes. And the other direction. You got it. Kick that leg straight up and back and step forward. Drop your back knee. Anjaneyasana. Inhale. Those arms go up. Low belly. Keep it lifted. Press firmly through your right foot. Scissor your inner thighs, even here. Inhale, arc up. Exhale, left hand to the floor. Take your right hand to your right thigh. Give yourself a twist here. And this is where it can end. If you want to go for the quad stretch, bend that back knee. You can grab for the instep of your foot. To make this easier, you can always have a block underneath your hand. You can use the strap to lasso your foot. There are options here. There are arm lengthening options that should you need them, are there for you, right? And then shift. Chest reaches toward the front of the room. Keep pushing firmly into your right foot. Deep breath here. I'm gonna release that. Step it back, downward facing dog. Oh. Inhale, rock forward into your plank. Exhale, lower onto your right forearm, lower onto your left forearm. Now, if your shoulders are super tight here and you're already feeling taxed in your plank, you're gonna interlace your fingers. If it feels like it makes sense, keep your palms pressed. Press your thumbs down, press that inner wrist down. You're gonna walk your feet in. Oh, lift your hips. Find dolphin. Check out your head, your neck. Keep pressing through your forearms. Feel your chest thread back toward your thighs. Oh, yes. Walk your feet back. Find your forearm plank. Then you're gonna press into that right hand, press into the left hand, plank, ooh, downward facing dog. Take your gaze forward and walk or hop, Uttanasana. Halfway lift as a giggle hop. Exhale and fold. The best kind. Press into your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, take it right back down. Uttanasana, fold. Halfway lift. Downward facing dog. Walk those feet back. Spread through your fingers. Ooh. Okay, so you're gonna take your right foot. Step your right foot forward just like, I don't know, that's like 2 inches. Open your toes so you're on a 45-degree angle and press that right foot into the mat. So my right heel is in line with my big toe on my left foot. I think that's a good place to be. Press into the outer edge of your right foot. Reach your right hand back. Grab your right leg. I know, I'm talking crazy now. And now we're gonna pause here. Okay, you can ask yourself, do I feel like lifting this left leg? If the answer is yes, press into that left hand, press into your right heel, float this left foot up. Ooh. If you're here and you're like, no big deal, maybe you can bend that left knee. Grab for your foot and kick it back. Oh. Release your right hand to the mat. Left foot steps back into a down dog stance. Sweep your right leg up and back. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Pull it in. Inhale, take it up and back. When you exhale, bend your knee, stack your hip, open it up. Square it off. Inhale, step it forward. Press into both feet. Inhale, crescent lunge. We rise up. When we get to the top, take your arms, reach them up. Inhale. Feel your shoulders soften down. You're gonna press your palms overhead and then bend your elbows. And take your thumbs toward the base of your skull, to the bottom of your neck there. Hug your elbows in, and then you're gonna press your head into those forearms. Sink through the hips, lengthen through your sitting bones, and just press it back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back through plank. Inhale in your plank. In a regular old vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, baby cobra, or an upward facing dog. And pull your hips up. Stretch them back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Oh, okay. Left foot. Step it forward just a hair so that heel comes in line with the big toe on your right foot. Spin those toes open. Press to the pinky toe edge of that left foot. Press into your right hand. Now that left hand's gonna reach back. And it can end right here. If you wanna stop here and just play with lifting gently through that right foot. Maybe it floats up. Maybe that right heel bends in toward your left butt cheek and you can grab a hold. Where'd it go? With your left hand. Left hand comes down to the mat. Step your right foot into down dog. Sweep your left leg up and back. Inhale. Knee to nose, pull it in. Up and back. Inhale. Bend your knee, stack your hip. Open it up. Square it off. Deep breath in. And then step it forward. Moving into crescent lunge. Press into your feet. Inhale. Reach up. As you get to the top, soften your shoulders. Soften any tightness in your cheeks, your eyeballs. Fire up that back leg. Press your palms overhead. Elbows hug in gently, and you're gonna drop your thumbs toward the back of your head. Hug your forearms in, and then press back. You got it. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back again, plank. And instead of a regular vinyasa, lower all the way down. And then prop yourself up on your elbows. You got it. Right forearm is gonna come across in front of your chest. Bend that left knee, reach for your left foot with your left hand. Press into the floor, keep the lift through your chest, and drag this foot in. If this feels super easy, you can slide your hand up your foot, right? Press the heel of your hand into the top of your foot, and then spin your fingertips around. We could do a whole class on just that little maneuver. And release, come back through the middle. Coming through Sphinx, this time interlace your fingers. Tuck your toes and lift your hips. So we landed back in this forearm plank. When you exhale, walk your feet in. We're gonna take a little breather from that stretch and come into a dolphin pose. Shoulder blades in your back. Feel your chest pull gently away from your armpits and press toward your thighs. And walk your feet back. Find your forearm plank. Slide your shoulders forward. And pause. When you exhale, lower it down. Release the clasp of your hands. Come back through your traditional Sphinx. And we're back here, right? So keep your low belly lifted. Lengthen your tailbone. Take that left forearm across in front of your chest. Boom. Bend your right knee. Grab for your foot. And now maybe this feels good right here. And that works for you. Maybe you want to walk this foot in a bit. Take your palm to the top of your foot. Spin your fingertips around without dipping through your shoulder, right? You want to feel that head of your arm bone pull back and breathe. Again, if you're like, what is she talking about? Don't worry. You are not alone. We could talk about it some other time. And we're gonna release. Back through center. You know what's coming. You're gonna interlace your fingers. One more time, tuck your toes. Lift forearm plank. And then walk your feet in. Find your dolphin. Heck yes. Arm bones plug in. Back through your forearm plank. Press your left hand into the mat. Press your right hand into the mat. Downward facing dog. Take your gaze forward. Walk or hop, Uttanasana. Bring it up. Halfway lift, that was very graceful. Exhale and fold. Press into your feet. Come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. And bring your hands down through prayer. Okay, so King Dancer. Here it is. Shift your weight onto your right foot. You're gonna bend this left knee, and before we go into the open version of this pose, we're gonna stay in the quad stretchy version. So maybe I'll spin around. So you're gonna shift your weight onto your right foot, and you're gonna bend this left knee. And you may wibble wobble just like I'm doing, and that's excellent. So you're gonna bring your thighs parallel to each other. Lengthen your tailbone down toward your right heel and feel the top of your left thigh bone, like the front of your hip, lengthen down too, like you were pointing down at the floor with this knee. Left foot is gonna slide a little bit to the left, as if you were gonna tuck your heel to the outer edge of your butt cheek. I said it. We've gone 20 days without me saying butt cheek. There it is. Okay. And then release that. Maybe you were like, that was nothing. That's okay. Second side. Shift onto your left foot. Grab your right. Parallel those thighs. Scoop your tailbone. And feel the front of this leg lengthen down. Lift through your chest. Yeah. Okay? Okay. Let it go. Hopefully you're still at the top of the mat. We're gonna do traditional Nadarajasana now. Shift your weight onto your right foot, bend that left knee, grab a hold. And now you can start to kick your foot into your hand, reach your right arm forward. Find some balance here. Maybe. Maybe it's a challenge. Warrior one, step it back. Soften your shoulders, reach your arms up. You're gonna bend your elbows. Grab a hold of your elbows with your hands, and then press your head into those arms as you lengthen your tailbone. Beautiful. Inhale, reach it up, Vira one. Exhale, open, Vira two. Straighten your front leg, triangle pose, Trikonasana, come out and over. Wonderfully done. Feel the spine lengthen. Feel your feet root down. Notice if you're dipping deep into the back of your right knee. Give a little bend. Notice if you're bending too deep into the right knee, give it a little bend. Inhale. Exhale, windmill it down. Step it back. Find your plank. And on your exhale, lower all the way down. And you're gonna bend your knees, both of them. Grab the tops of your feet or your ankles. Roll your shoulders back. You can flex your feet or point, whatever works for you. Kick your feet into your hands and we lift up. A bow pose here. Oh. Gorgeous. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Plant your hands underneath you. Step it up. Stretch it back. Downward facing dog. Feel the length of your spine come back as you sway your hips gently side to side. Gaze it forward. Walk or hop. Uttanasana. I'm just not hoppy today. Halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Press into your feet. Come on up. Oh. Hands to prayer. Shift onto your left foot. King Dancer. Bend your right knee. Grab a hold. Kick it slowly back. As you do, reach that left arm forward. Step back, warrior one. Feel those hips, shoulders nice and square. Inhale, When you exhale, you're gonna bend your elbows. Other forearm in front. If you cannot remember, just bend your elbows and do what feels natural, and then just switch, which is what I just did. Relax your arms into their sockets. Push through that right heel, lengthen your tailbone, and then take your head and press it into your forearms. Arc your chest up. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, Vira two. Straighten your front leg, Trikonasana. Come out and over. Nice long spine here. Sides of your body, hug in. And windmill it down, step it back, plank, and lower through. Onto your belly. Again, you're gonna bend your knees. Yeah. Grab for your ankles or your feet. Roll your shoulders back. Here we go. Press into your feet, lift your chest. Deep breath here. Exhale and lower it down. Press into your hands. This time we come up into table. Take your knees wide, set your butt back on your heels. Walk your hands underneath you and take your hands behind you now. Roll your shoulders back and lift through your chest. Okay, you're gonna press into your shins, lift your hips. Drop it to the floor, sweep those feet out from underneath you, and scoot your way forward. So now is when we do wheel. And if you have a wheel practice in the middle of the room, you can absolutely go ahead and do that in the middle of the room. I'm gonna talk you through it in either way. If you have a spot near a wall that you can go to super quickly and take your stuff with you, grab 2 of your blocks and bring them to the wall. If you're doing it in the middle of the room, the instructions are gonna be the same, so don't panic. But if you're at the wall, you're gonna take the blocks to the wall, short nosy end there. And you're gonna lay down with your head between those blocks. Okay? And now your hands come to the floor. So fingertips point in toward your shoulders. So if you're on the floor without the blocks, you're just gonna take your hands to the floor. If you've got the blocks here, you're gonna bring the heels of your hands on the blocks and take the fingertips and wrap them around. So now from here, that's all the same, right? Elbows hug in, and you wanna plug your arm bones into the socket. So I'm gonna dramatize it from the side. Elbows in, and then you wanna take these shoulders and plunk them in. We don't wanna start here, we wanna start from here, this integrated place in your shoulder. Okay? Okay. Then press into your feet and lift your hips. I know. Lift them up. Elbows in, arm bones plug, push into your feet, lift up onto the top of your head. Elbows in, plug in, press into those feet, press into your heels. And we're gonna try, if you can, to lift it up. Curl your chin into your chest, lower all the way down. Take a moment here to pause and breathe. And let's do it again. So you can pick your poison. The blocks make it so you've got more distance between your hands and the floor. They just give you more space. But if they didn't feel great and you want to try without, then try without. We are moving into wheel round 2. So hands to the floor. Watch out for your hair. Or hands to the blocks. Wherever you land, feet flat, elbows in, arm bones plug. Press into your feet, lift your hips. Oops, I went too far. Elbows in, arm bones plug. Lift onto the top of your head. Elbows in, arm bones plug. Press into those feet, and we're gonna lift. Slow lower, chin to chest. Come on back down. Rest your arms out to the sides. And breathe. So now listen, I didn't make the rules, but when we practice wheel or bridge, generally we do it 3 times. If you have said, and I should have offered this 2 poses ago, but if wheel is not in your wheelhouse today, a bridge is perfectly fine. So I hope you have done that. If not, get on it. One more time. Hands to the floor or the blocks. Elbows in, arm bones plug, lift your hips. Elbows in, arm bones plug, lift onto the top of your head. Elbows in, arm bones plug, push into your feet, push into those hands, come on up. Oh, and then chin in, lower it down, split yourself out to the side. Feet nice and wide, windshield wiper them side to side. Oh my goodness. Oh, that'll get your heart pumping, which is really great actually. So hopefully it's not like 10 o'clock at night when you're doing this, because you're awake now. All right, bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees open out to the sides. You can grab your blocks if you want them. Oh, and bring them underneath your knees. Shoulder blades in. Take a few breaths just to relax here. We're gonna reset a bit. Okay? I mean, I could have just zoned out there for another 10 minutes, but let's not. Bring your knees together. Walk your feet wide. Can get rid of those blocks. Pull both knees in. Oh yeah. And rock gently side to side. Whew. All right, take your arms out to the sides. Let your knees drop over to the right. Slide your gaze to the left. And bring it up through the middle. Knees over the left. Gaze to the right. And up through center one more time. Drag your knees in. Happy baby. Oh, feel your tailbone lengthen. Shoulders sink in. And rock gently here. All right, hug your knees in. If you want a traditional Shavasana here, you can absolutely pause, lay out. We are going to close seated. So come on up. And find a comfortable seat. You can come back to that hero's pose here of your asana. You could sit in Sukhasana with your legs crossed, but take a moment where you land. Close your eyes and relax your shoulders away from your ears and breathe. And feel where you can soften without softening too much, without dripping in. Feel the crown of your head stretch up. Take a deep breath in and hold it and let it go. Again, breathe with me. Inhale and hold it and let it go. One more. And hold. Go. Bring your palms together into Anjali Mudra and bow your head and Honor your time today on your mat. And the fact that you made it here to day 20, congratulations. Thanks for being here. Look for tomorrow's practice. It'll pop up really soon. I will see you again tomorrow. Make it a great day.